since you found love with so many instruments, I should dare say, instruments and the sound and everything, when did I want to start recording this, like I want to start knowing sounds from the computer, when did the producing happen? Like where did that come in?
Man, actually that probably that seed was sown even before I even picked up an instrument, because my mom was also a recording artist, and she would always have me in the studio with her.
Okay.
I got the nickname Studio Baby, and I was like really, really small, and I just remember being up late. That's probably why I have the bad habit of just being up from like late. Like I can't go to sleep early for some reason. And that's just, I don't know, I'm a night owl. And I think that developed there. I was like really small and like in the studio with her all the time of the night, and I was just so intrigued by everything that was going on. You know, everything from like how everything was hooked up in the studio to how does this work, or I would be asking the engineers questions in between recording takes and stuff like that. They might have got annoyed, but I learned a lot.
And how old were you? You were saying like 13, 14?
No, I'm younger than that.
Younger?
Like,
so you were like born in the studio?
Yeah, I was probably 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like a little smaller than that too.
So it's like all of those keys you were learning at such a young age.
Yeah.
So it became easier for you now to just like.
It was my environment, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever you're exposed to, is gonna come out. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Definitely. So I remember I was listening to some of your beats, and some of your, like, not some, all of your beats actually. I remember I was over at my girl's house and we were just listening to your music, and we were just like, yo, we could just vibe to this. Like, this is just so dope. Like, this is just so good. Like, we were literally chill, getting stuff done, and we were just busting it through the beats. And we were just like, yo, we really like this. What type of environment do you need to make that type of music? Like, can you make music through hard times? Like, if you're like in a very noisy environment, do you need something like soft? What is the best environment for you to work in to like make music?
I've done it for so long that it's kind of on command now.
Okay.
So like I can be anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
you can
straight
be
up.
anywhere.
Yeah, because it's to the point now where like I feel it's like therapy for me too. So like, I do make music for other people, but it's also like most of what I do is just so that I can be sane. I almost have like an OCD about it. Like I have to get this out of the way so I can like go about the rest of my day. So you know what I mean?
So it's like it's
like I gotta do it.
Yeah, you gotta do it to continue. Yeah. To continue with music is your drug, especially.
Oh no, seriously. Like I don't know what I'd be doing if I wasn't doing music. To be completely honest.
It's so interesting how someone else's therapy could be another person's therapy.
No, and I think that's why it's so powerful, is because what music does is it shows people that we're all the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when you can identify with what an artist is saying, you see that you're not the only one going through what you're going through. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Even if the music is just instrumental, it make you feel a certain way, to evoke certain emotions.
Now,
and it's 9 times out of 10 how I was feeling when I was making the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
within how therapeutic music was for you, and how you found like a release within it, and you did it for so long, when did drawing come into play? Like, is drawing the same therapy for you? Does it release that same type of tension that music does, or does it like release a different tension? Like, what does drawing do for you? Or do you just do it just because you like doing that?
Actually, like I said, I was always around music. Always like doing music in terms of learning, piano and stuff like that, and being in the studio at a young age. But like before, like I didn't actually want to consider music as a career until high school.
No, really not.
So up until high school, from middle school to about high school, or even younger, I wanted to be a comic book artist.
Really?
Yeah.
So you wanted to do drawing first, actually as a.
Yeah.
But you were into music first, but you actually want to consider drawing as a career.
Right.
But then it got replaced.
Yeah, I got to high school and I was just like, man, this is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie, the music made me a little cooler in high school.
So you wanted to be the cool kids.
That worked out too, man.
You wanted to be the cool kids. What type of stuff do you draw?
It just was like a byproduct. Huh?
What type of stuff do you draw?
Everything, man. Like, I design clothes in my spare time, cartoon characters, like Sonic or like Batman or something.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Or make up my own.
Oh, you just make up your own things?
Sometimes. Yeah.
That's what's up. So, will we be seeing a comic book from Ant?
I don't know. I can see me moving more so in the direction. If I did anything with that, at this point, I can see me moving more in the direction of something that has to do with like graphic design.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
The most important, singing. Let me tell you. I remember when we were younger, you tried to sing. We all tried to sing. It didn't work out as well. So, did your mom see that you could probably sing later on in life? Or like, when did you realize, hey, if I train my voice, I could be good at this? When did that even come about? I don't even remember.
The thing was, man, I just used to be really, really, like, super shy. So, like, I never wanted to do it. You know what I mean? But a lot of times, I ended up getting forced to do it, you know, when we were at family functions or at a church or something like that. My grandma always like, sing. You know what I mean? Like, your parents do that to you. And eventually, I was just like, man, I just got to get over that. It started really when my mom put me in a play. And she was like, look, you got a beautiful voice. You got to do it. And she was like, you know, you got to get over this fear thing that you have. And I was like, I was still like young, and I was like probably 11 or 12. And I was just like, man, she's right, you know? Like, being shy is cute. Yeah. It's cute up until you're like, you know.
It's cute as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you turn like 13 or 14 and you hit puberty, and it's like, nah, it's not cute.
So, did you notice like a good effect with the ladies singing? Did you notice?
I don't use that, man, to get ladies, because it's like that's unfair, man.
It's unfair.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I got a little to play.
You might try sometimes.
Sometimes. You gotta level the playing field. You know what I'm saying?
So what would you consider yourself then? Like are you mainly a singer? Are you mainly a producer? Are you mainly an engineer within the music? Like, where would you consider yourself within that field?
I'm all of that.
Yes.
I don't like labels.
Okay.
I'm all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think as everything progresses, I think in the future you're gonna have more people that do everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That are good at more than one thing.
What's the
it's like when they ask Drake, you know, are you a singer or are you a rapper? Why can't he do both? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do people get confused? What is there to be confused about?
Definitely.
He does more than one thing. Like, you know what I mean?
That is true. What you what is the music that you get inspired by the most? What is the genre?
That's real weird for me because once again, it's what you're exposed to, you know? Because like growing up, I heard everything.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like reggae music, hip hop, definitely. You know, being born in Brooklyn and spending like the first part of my life there, I heard, and this was in the 90s, so I was hearing like, you know, Biggie was on the radio. My mom had a Lauryn Hill, Miseducation Lauryn Hill album. Really good.
The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, definitely.
Classic.
See, some of these new kids, they don't know all the, I mean, even we're part of this generation where a lot of people, at least the older generation, like the generation above us, they think that we don't know that type of music. They don't think that we listen to that type of music. They think because we weren't born in that type of music, we don't listen to it. Like, and I do know there are certain people, I know for a fact that there are certain people that listen, that we love and we appreciate that type of music. But not all kids are born with that.
Right. Once again, it's what you're exposed to, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I was exposed to jazz at an early age. I love jazz. Like, I'm talking about everything from, like, probably 40s to, like, the 70s. Like, that type of, it's like the older jazz. Like, I have nothing against smooth jazz. It's okay to listen to it sometimes. But I just like the old jazz.
Yeah, because, you know, people think Kenny G created jazz. No offense to Kenny G, I love Kenny G.
Let's not even talk about that. He's doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? People are always going to have an opinion.
Exactly.
So it's like, I applaud Kenny G. But, yeah, so basically, man, I grew up listening to rock, like, you know, classical music.
Who are some of the artists that have inspired you the most? Like, right when you listen to, you pop into that mode and it's like that black out mode of inspiration almost.
Man, definitely Kanye West. Kanye West, I just like how he evolves. You know what I'm saying? He's not afraid to do anything different to push the culture.
Yeah.
Regardless of how people may think of him as a person, like his music is like always, it takes people like years to catch up. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So I like, definitely, he's one of my first, like, you know, inspirations. And then I like James Brown a lot. That was random, but I like James Brown a lot. Miles Davis. Definitely Prince and Michael Jackson.
Really, Prince and Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I know you can
because
only like one.
Yeah,
but
you know, people got
I like both, man. I like them for different reasons.
For that. Yeah, I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
both like have inspired you within a certain type of way.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what music should be.
Yeah. And they're both really like musical sons of James Brown. They just took different aspects of it.
Seriously.
How can you say who's better?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
when they do different things.
Truthfully. So, yeah.
I like them both for different reasons.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now,
I was thinking nothing less.
What's good? Micah being a better me every day. Did y'all enjoy that interview? Super dope. Expressed a lot of things that was culturally influential to him and to everybody else. We all felt him, right? Now, part 1 over there. Part 3 over there. Coming to you soon. Unless it's already here. You can click on it to see it. This is so great. Keep it coming. Follow him at Trinitone _verse Trinitone. Alright. Mine is Micah_Bad, just in case y'all can follow me. But stay tuned and keep it a better.